Now, like I normally say that all of us, we are leaders, and we are leader, or we provide leadership in different ways. And I believe even as you watch this video, you are a leader. And I know being a leader is not easy. A leader struggles with so many things. There are so many challenges that come on his way or our way as a leader. And you know, when you are a leader, you lead people. And people are not easy. People, sometimes they can be so complicated. It's not easy. If you look at any leader who has ever been a leader, they can tell you that they faced some challenges here and there, either from their mistakes or even possibly because they had some pressure from the people they were leading. So it's not easy for you to be a leader. And so we need to continue learning on how we can best be best leaders. And not only being best leaders, but we can continue learning on how we can ensure that despite the setbacks that we go through, we don't stop leading. Leadership is something that should be a lifetime. You need to continue providing leadership wherever you are. And like I said, I'm not only talking about those high leaders. I'm talking about any person who is influencing people in one way or another, especially in a positive way. You're actually a leader. And when you do that, sometimes you will face challenges. There's no leader who can be able to say that they have never faced any challenge. They have never encountered any challenge. We face challenges here and there as leaders. If you are a father at home, you are a leader and you're leading a family. And so most likely you will face some opposition from your family. There will always be something that happens. And one of the key things I want to share with us is it's good for us to get to know when we are leaders, what are some of the things that we need to know? Because information is power. When you know the truth, this truth sets you free. When you get informed, like if you are using a particular route and you're told, you know, in that route, the road is not good. So you need to be very careful. You need to do it very slowly. Or possibly you are told, okay, the route you're using is not always very safe. If you decide to use that particular route, then you go in that route when you are so much prepared. So that in case of any eventuality that may arise, you will be in a position to go through. You'll be in a position to pursue through. And the challenges that are in that route will not be able to prevent you from pursuing through or from moving on. And so as leaders, we need to continue getting informed. And there's something that I got to learn somewhere, and this one really set me free. When I got to learn about it, it helped me to get to know that I don't need to worry, because I know as leaders we get to worry so many times, especially when things do not work the way we expected, when things do not go the way we expected. And so it can be a big setback. It can be a worry for us. And we can end up becoming bad leaders, good leaders, or we can even decide to quit. But I believe that God has placed you and me in positions of leadership because He wants you to provide leadership all the season, despite of whatever challenges that you go through. Now, I got to learn that every leader should know that 25% of the people that you lead will agree with your leadership. 25%. It may be more or even less, but 25% will agree with your leadership. Now, if that is, when talking about 25, that means that we have a chunk of 85 who, we have a chunk of 75 who have not really made a decision whether they agree with what you're saying. So when you talk about 25% out of 100, it means that we have 75%. 75% who you need to you know how to deal with them. So basically, every leader should know that 25% of the team that you're leading, of the people that you're leading, will agree with your leadership. Yes, they will agree with you. They trust you. They will agree with you. But we have another 75 who have not yet made a decision. They are somewhere. It's good to get to know that. Don't think as a leader that everyone will agree with you. It's a big lie. Some of them, they will tell you they agree with you. Tuko nyuma yako, we are behind you. Don't get fooled by that. It's only 25% of the group that will agree with you, that will be able to say, we trust you. We know things are quite okay. We know things are going to work. So 25%. Now, what happens to the rest of the team is that 50% will just be neutral. 50% will just be neutral. They are there. They are saying, we're not very sure, but we'll just wait and see. Things might work, things might not work. So 50% will just be there. Things will work, things might not work. They have no problem with you. They also don't trust you so much. They say, let's just see how things are going to work out. So we will just look and just see how things are going. So 50% will be just neutral. They're just there. Now we are left with 25%. Now 25% will never agree with you. They will never agree with you. So as a leader, it's good to get to know all these facts. It's good to get to know all these facts. Never assume that everyone is saying yes to you. No, even in your house. Even in your house, you're leading your family or the extended family. Never be fooled that everyone is following. No. So 25% will agree with you, and they're going to say, okay, we are supporting you. We are with you. We may not understand what is happening, but we are supporting you. 50% will be neutral. When they are neutral, they can shift to any side. They can decide and say, we will agree with you fully and join the 25%. They can decide and say, we don't agree with you. And so if you are a leader, let those facts sink in you. And then you'll be able to know that, how do you deal with those people? And the good thing is that all the 25%, 50% and the other 25% are good people. They are good people. So you need to find out, how do you bring them together? How do you make sure that things are still able to work out? It does not mean that now that you know it's only 25% that believe in you, that trust in what you're doing, that support in you, that those are the people that you're going to work with, and then you eliminate the 75%. No. It basically means that you need to find out, how do you bring on board the 50% to make sure that they are really supportive of what you're doing? How do you ensure that the 25% begin believing in what you're doing? But those are the facts that I wanted to share with you, because as a leader, I've also struggled. I've been in a position whereby I have thought and believed that kila mtu ananifuata. They agree with. They are not. They are not. Take my words. They are not. They will tell you, but they are not. They are not. Sample the data. It's only 25%. 50% wako tu pale pale. I mean, they are just there. 25%, they don't support what you're doing. And so when you get to know these facts, it helps you as a leader to know, how do you love these people? They are all your people, and get to know. It will also help you not to get to just assume, because sometimes we assume that people are following what you're doing. People are really okay with our leadership. And then what we do is that we move without the information. And so I wanted to share with you, because as a leader, when I got to learn about these facts, they freed me. I lead a team of people. I lead a team of leaders. And I never at any time from this moment want to assume that 100% they're following what I'm doing. And it is good, because sometimes it's good to have all these different opinions, because it helps for you to get to know, how do you become better, and also for you not to have pride. You know, as a leader, when you feel like everyone is following you, you're kind of, okay, things are working out, whatever. But these facts are very true. Always put it in your mind. The percentage may change. The 25% can even be more, can be 50 or whatever. But just know that 25% will follow, will be trusting in you, will know the project you're doing. 50% will be neither here. They can they can shift their goals anyhow, anytime. 25% will never agree with you. And I think we have even seen it in politics. We have seen it in politics. We have seen a wave of people coming on board and saying we follow this political party. And within a very short time, when the facts come out, you realize that what we were seeing is not what is on the ground. So as a leader, be informed of this. Because if you're not informed of this, if these facts are not in you, you will be shocked. You will be shocked by some of the happenings that will be happening to you. Thank you, guys. Much appreciation for your support. Remember, this is Hope for Every Day. I'm here to inspire you, to keep you informed so that we can continue changing our lives. See you guys.